Chosen one, stop what you're doing. God says this is for you only. A divine message is unfolding, a whisper from the heavens meant for your ears alone. This isn't a random moment. This is a sacred appointment, a turning point, where God's voice cuts through the noise of your life to deliver a truth so powerful it will shift everything. You are not here by chance. You are here because God has singled you out, marked you for a purpose that only you can fulfill. Get ready, because what's coming is a revelation that will change your path forever. You've felt it, haven't you? That quiet stirring in your soul, the sense that something bigger is calling you. Maybe it's been drowned out by the chaos of life. Bills piling up, dreams deferred, or voices telling you to stay small. But God sees you. He knows your struggles, your silent prayers, your unspoken hopes. And right now, He's saying, this is for you only. Not for the crowd, not for the world, but for you, His chosen one. You're stepping into a season where the impossible becomes possible, where the weight of your past is lifted, and where your future shines with divine promise. This message is a key, unlocking doors you didn't even know existed. Picture a path stretching before you, one you've never seen but always felt. It's lined with opportunities, blessings, and moments of clarity that will leave you in awe. God is clearing the way, removing obstacles that have held you back. The doubts that once clouded your mind, they're fading. The fears that gripped your heart, they're losing their hold. You are being called to rise, to step into a version of yourself that radiates strength, purpose, and unshakable faith. Pause for a moment and let this sink in. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to blend into the shadows or live a life of quiet resignation. God has placed a fire within you, a light that cannot be dimmed. The world may not see it yet, but they will. Your presence, your choices, your faith, they're all part of a divine design that's about to unfold. This is why God says this is for you only. He's preparing you for a role that no one else can play, a destiny that no one else can claim. Now, I need you to do something. Hit that like button to seal this moment, to say yes to the message God is sending you. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are walking this path of divine awakening. And in the comments, type 777. Let the universe know you're ready to receive what's meant for you. These actions aren't just clicks or words. They're declarations, signals to the heavens that you're open to God's plan. Think about the story of Esther, a young woman, seemingly ordinary, placed in a moment where her courage changed the fate of a nation. She didn't seek the spotlight, yet God called her by name. When she stood before the king, risking everything, she wasn't just saving her people. She was stepping into the purpose God had written for her alone. You are Esther in this moment. God is calling you to stand, to act, to trust that His plan is unfolding in ways you can't yet see. What makes this message so powerful is its exclusivity. This isn't a generic promise for the masses. This is God speaking directly to you, chosen one. He's saying your time of waiting is over. The season of lack, of struggle, of feeling unseen, it's coming to an end. You're about to step into a chapter where abundance flows, where your heart's desires align with His will, and where your life becomes a living testament to His grace. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. A door opens before you, bathed in light. Beyond it lies everything you've prayed for, peace in your heart, provision for your needs, strength for your journey. This door isn't locked. It's not guarded by fear or doubt. It's open, and God is beckoning you to walk through. This is what He means when He says this is for you only. The blessings, the breakthroughs, the miracles, they have your name on them. You might be wondering, why now? Why is this message coming to you at this exact moment? Because God's timing is perfect. Every trial you've faced, every tear you've shed, every moment you felt alone, it's all been preparation. Those struggles weren't meant to break you, they were meant to shape you. Like gold refined in fire, you're emerging stronger, purer, ready to carry the weight of the blessings God is about to pour out. The Bible says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This is God's promise to you, chosen one. He's not offering a vague hope or a distant dream. He's offering a plan, a purpose, a future that's yours alone. You're not chasing it, it's chasing you. All you need to do is stand still and receive. Let's talk about what this means for your life. The moment you embrace this truth, everything shifts. Your perspective changes. Where you once saw obstacles, you'll see opportunities. Where you once felt fear, you'll feel courage. Your life will begin to reflect the divine purpose God has placed within you. People will notice. They'll see a change in your eyes, a strength in your step, a peace that defies explanation. This isn't about chasing worldly success or fleeting pleasures. This is about stepping into a life of divine alignment, where every decision, every moment, every breath is guided by God's hand. You're not just living for yourself anymore. You're living for a purpose that's bigger than you, a calling that will touch lives, shift destinies, and leave a legacy that echoes through generations. Take a second to feel the weight of this. You're not just another face in the crowd. You're a chosen one, handpicked by God for a mission that's yours alone. The struggles you've faced, they're not. Your story's end. They're the prologue to a victory so great it will leave others in awe. God is rewriting your narrative, turning pain into power, lack into abundance, and doubt into unshakable faith. Now let's talk about the enemy. Yes, there are forces that want to keep you small, to dim your light, to silence your purpose. But here's the truth. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Isaiah 54:17 is your shield, your promise, your guarantee. The doubts, the naysayers, the challenges, they can't stop what God has started. They can't touch what He's declared is yours. You might feel like you're not ready, like you're not worthy of this calling, but God doesn't choose the qualified. He qualifies the chosen. Moses stuttered, yet he led a nation. David was a shepherd, yet he became a king. You, with all your flaws and fears, are exactly who God wants. He's saying, this is for you only, because He trusts you to carry His purpose. Picture a river, steady and unending, flowing with everything you need. That's God's provision for you. It's not a trickle, not a temporary stream, but a river that never runs dry. Your finances, your health, your relationships, they're all being touched by this divine flow. As you step into this truth, you'll see resources appear, doors open, and opportunities align in ways that defy logic. Let me ask you this. What would your life look like if you truly believed God's promises? If you stopped doubting and started trusting? If you let go of the fear that's been holding you back and embraced the destiny that's been waiting for you? This is the moment to decide. God is offering you a new beginning, a fresh chapter, a life marked by His favor. Right now, I want you to take a stand. Hit that like button to claim this message. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are stepping into their divine purpose. And in the comments, type 777. Let it be your declaration that you're ready for what God has in store. These aren't just actions, they're steps of faith, signals to the universe that you're aligning with God's plan. Think about Noah. The world laughed at him as he built an ark in the middle of dry land. They called him foolish, mocked his faith. But when the rains came, Noah was ready. You are Noah in this moment. God is asking you to build something. Maybe it's faith, maybe it's courage, maybe it's trust in His timing. The world may not understand, but God does. And He's saying, this is for you only. This divine message isn't just about what's coming. It's about who you're becoming. Every step you take in faith is shaping you into the person God created you to be. You're not just receiving blessings, you're becoming a blessing. Your life is about to become a testimony, a living proof of God's power and love. You might be thinking, what if I fail? What if I'm not enough? Let me tell you something. God doesn't call you to be perfect. He calls you to be faithful. Every time you've fallen, He's been there to lift you up. Every time you've doubted, He's been there to remind you of His promise. You are enough because He is enough. The Bible says in Psalm 23 verse 1, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." This is your truth, chosen one. You will not lack, you will not fail, you will not be left behind. God is leading you, guiding you, providing for you in ways that will leave you speechless. This is for you only. A promise, a purpose, a destiny crafted by His hand. Imagine waking up each day knowing you're walking in God's favor. Picture the peace that comes from trusting His plan. See yourself moving through life with confidence, not because of your own strength, but because of His. This is the life God is calling you to. A life where fear has no place, where doubt has no power, and where His love is your foundation. You've carried burdens for too long. It's time to lay them down. God is saying, this is for you only, because He wants you to walk in freedom. The weight of worry, the chains of doubt, the scars of your past, they don't define you. What defines you is His love, His purpose, His promise. Let go of what's been holding you back and step into what's waiting for you. There's a story about a man named Gideon. He thought he was the least, the weakest, the most unlikely. But God saw something different. He called Gideon a mighty warrior, not because of who Gideon was, but because of who God is. Right now, God is calling you a mighty warrior. He's saying, this is for you only, because He sees the strength, the faith, the purpose within you. Every trial you've faced has been a stepping stone. Every challenge has been a lesson. You're not defined by your past mistakes or your current struggles. You're defined by God's vision for your future. He's saying, this is for you only, because He's ready to reveal that future to you. Are you ready to receive it? Let's talk about what's on the other side of this message. Abundance, yes, but not just in wealth. Peace, yes, but not just in moments of quiet. Purpose, yes, but not just in fleeting dreams. God is offering you a life that overflows with His goodness, a life where every step is guided, every need is met, and every moment is filled with His presence. You might be standing at a crossroads right now, unsure of which way to go. But God is saying, this is for you only. He's pointing to the path that leads to your destiny. It's not a path of struggle or striving. It's a path of trust, of faith, of knowing that He's already gone before you, preparing the way. The world will try to distract you. It will try to pull you back into fear, into doubt, into the ordinary. But you are not ordinary. You are a chosen one, marked by God for a purpose that's bigger than you can imagine. His voice is clear. This is for you, only don't let the noise of the world drown it out. Think about the eagle. It doesn't fight the wind, it soars above it. That's you, chosen one. You're not meant to battle every storm, you're meant to rise above, to glide on the wings of God's promises. Isaiah 40:31 says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles." This is your moment to soar. What's holding you back? Is it fear of the unknown? Is it the weight of past failures? Is it the voices saying you can't? Hear this. God's voice is louder. His promise is stronger. His plan is greater. He's saying, this is for you only, because He knows you're ready to step into the fullness of His purpose. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're not just existing, you're shining. God is turning your life into a masterpiece, a story of redemption, of victory, of divine favor. Every chapter, every moment, every step is leading you closer to the life He's promised you. Right now, take a moment to claim this. Hit that like button to say, "I'm ready." Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are embracing their divine calling. And in the comments, type 777. Let it be your declaration that you're stepping into God's plan. These actions are your way of saying yes to His voice, yes to His promise, yes to the destiny that's yours alone. There's a fire within you, chosen one. It's been there all along, waiting for this moment. God is fanning that flame, turning it into a blaze that will light up your path and inspire those around you. You're not just receiving a message, you're becoming a message, a living proof of God's power and love. Let's talk about transformation. This isn't just about changing your circumstances, it's about changing you. God is reshaping your heart, renewing your mind, and strengthening your spirit. Romans 12:2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This is what God is doing in you right now, preparing you for the blessings that are yours alone. You might look at your life and see limitations, but God sees possibilities. He sees a future where you're not bound by what's been, but freed by what's coming. He's saying, this is for you only, because He's crafted a plan that fits your unique journey, your unique purpose, your unique heart. The story of Joseph comes to mind. Sold into slavery, thrown into prison, forgotten by those he helped. Yet God never forgot him. Every step of Joseph's journey, every trial, every moment of pain was part of a divine plan to raise him up. You are Joseph. Your struggles are not the end. They're the setup for a comeback that will leave the world in awe. This message is a lifeline, a reminder that you're not alone. God is with you, guiding you, speaking to you. He's saying, this is for you only, because He wants you to know that His love, His power, His purpose, they're all directed at you. You are His focus, His priority, His chosen one. Imagine a life where every morning you wake up knowing God is working on your behalf, where every challenge is a chance to see His power, where every step is a step toward your destiny. This is the life God is offering you. It's not a dream, it's a promise, and it's for you only. You've been through the fire, chosen one. You've faced storms that would have broken others, but you're still here, still standing, still shining. That's not by accident, that's by design. God has been preparing you, strengthening you, shaping you for this moment. He's saying, this is for you only, because you're ready to receive what He's prepared. The world may try to define you by your past, by your mistakes, by your struggles. But God defines you by His purpose. He sees you as His masterpiece, His warrior, His chosen one. Ephesians 2:10 says, "We are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." This is your truth. This is your calling. Right now, God is moving mountains for you. He's opening doors no one can shut. He's aligning people, places, and opportunities to bring His plan to life. You don't have to force it, chase it, or beg for it. It's already yours. All you need to do is trust, believe, and step forward. You're not just a person, you're a purpose. You're not just a life, you're a legacy. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's entrusted you with something sacred, something powerful, something that will change the world. Are you ready to carry it? Let's talk about faith. Faith isn't just believing in what you can see. It's trusting in what God has promised. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." This is your moment to walk by faith, to trust that God's word is true, that His promise is real, that His plan is unfolding. You might feel like you're in a wilderness right now, surrounded by uncertainty, but even in the wilderness, God provides. He fed the Israelites with manna. He guided them with a pillar of fire. He's doing the same for you, chosen one. He's providing, guiding, and preparing you for the promised land. This message is a wake-up call. It's God saying, stop what you're doing and listen. He's calling you out of the ordinary, out of the mundane, into a life of divine purpose. You're not meant to stay where you are. You're meant to rise, to shine, to become everything He created you to be. Think about the butterfly. It starts as a caterpillar, confined, limited, earthbound. But God has a plan. Through transformation, it becomes something new, something beautiful, something free. You are that butterfly, chosen one. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's transforming you into something extraordinary. Every step you take in faith is a step toward your destiny. Every moment you trust in God's promise is a moment you grow stronger. You're not just surviving the storms. You're learning to dance in them. You're not just facing challenges. You're conquering them. This is what it means to be a chosen one. You might be wondering how to step into this promise. It starts with surrender. Not giving up, but giving over. Giving your fears, your doubts, your plans to God. Let Him lead. Let Him guide. Let Him show you the way. Psalm 37 verse 5 says, "Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will do this." Right now, God is working behind the scenes. You may not see it, but He's moving. You may not feel it, but He's providing. You may not understand it, but He's preparing. This is for you only, a divine plan, a sacred promise, a future filled with hope. You've been carrying a weight, chosen one. Maybe it's the weight of expectation, of responsibility, of fear. But God is saying, let it go. He's taking that weight and replacing it with His peace, His strength, His provision. You don't have to carry it alone anymore. He's got you. The story of Daniel in the lion's den comes to mind. Surrounded by danger, facing certain death, Daniel didn't waver. He trusted God, and God shut the mouths of the lions. You are Daniel in this moment. The lions of fear, doubt, and opposition can't touch you. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's already won the battle for you. This is your moment, chosen one. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. God is speaking, and His voice is clear. He's calling you to rise, to trust, to step into the life He's prepared for you. Don't look back. Don't hesitate. The gates of your destiny are open, and God is saying, this is for you only. You're not defined by where you've been, but by where God is taking you. Your past is not your prison. It's your preparation. Every scar, every struggle, every setback has been a stepping stone to this moment. God is turning your pain into purpose, your trials into triumphs, your story into a testimony. Let's talk about provision. God isn't just promising to meet your needs, He's promising to exceed them. Ephesians 3:20 says, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine." This is for you only, a promise of abundance, of overflow, of blessings that will leave you in awe. You might be standing in a place of uncertainty, wondering how things will work out. But God is saying, trust me. He's already working out the details, aligning the pieces, preparing the way. Your job is to believe, to walk in faith, to know that His plan is perfect. The world may try to pull you down, to make you doubt, to keep you small. But God is lifting you up. He's saying, this is for you only, because He's chosen you to shine, to lead, to make a difference. You're not just a person, you're a purpose, a light, a force for His kingdom. Think about the story of Ruth. She lost everything, her husband, her home, her security, but God saw her. He guided her steps, provided for her, and turned her story into one of redemption and legacy. You are Ruth, chosen one. God is guiding your steps, providing for you, and writing a story that will inspire generations. This message is a call to action, not to strive, but to trust, not to chase, but to receive. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's already done the work. Your part is to believe, to walk in faith, to step into the destiny He's prepared. Are you ready? You've been waiting, haven't you? Waiting for a sign, a breakthrough, a moment of clarity. This is it. God is saying, this is for you only, because this is your sign, your breakthrough, your moment. Don't let it pass you by. Embrace it, claim it, live it. The Bible says in John 10:10, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. This is God's promise to you, chosen one. Not a life of lack, not a life of struggle, but a life of fullness, of purpose, of joy. This is for you only. A life that overflows with His goodness. You might feel like you're not enough, like you don't deserve this, but God's love isn't based on what you deserve, it's based on who He is. He's saying, this is for you only. Because He loves you, He chose you, He believes in you. And it's time for you to believe in yourself. Right now, God is moving in your life. He's opening doors, shifting circumstances, aligning opportunities. You may not see it all yet, but it's happening. Trust His timing, trust His plan, trust that this message, this moment, this promise, it's for you only. You're not just a survivor, you're a conqueror. You're not just a dreamer, you're a doer. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's calling you to step into your power, your purpose, your destiny. The world is waiting to see what you'll do, who you'll become, how you'll shine. Let's talk about legacy. This isn't just about you. It's about the lives you'll touch, the hearts you'll inspire, the change you'll bring. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's entrusted you with a mission that will ripple through time, impacting generations you may never meet. The story of Abraham comes to mind. He was called to leave everything familiar, to step into the unknown, to trust God's promise. And because he did, he became the father of nations. You are Abraham, chosen one. God is calling you to step out, to trust, to become more than you ever imagined. This message is your invitation to rise, not to strive, not to struggle, but to rise into the fullness of who God created you to be. He's saying, this is for you only, because this is your moment, your calling, your destiny. Don't wait, don't doubt. Step into it now. You've been through battles, chosen one. You've faced giants that would have crushed others, but you're still here, still standing, still shining. That's not luck, that's God. He's been with you every step, and He's saying, this is for you only, because He's ready to take you higher. The Bible says in Psalm 139:14, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. This is your truth, chosen one. You are not a mistake, not an accident, not a coincidence. You are God's masterpiece, created for a purpose that's yours alone. Embrace it, live it, shine in it. Right now, God is whispering your name. He's calling you out of the shadows, into the light. He's saying, this is for you only, because He has a plan, a promise, a future that's waiting for you. All you need to do is say yes. Yes to His voice, yes to His plan, yes to the destiny He's prepared. You're not just a person, you're a miracle. You're not just a life, you're a legacy. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's chosen you to carry His light, to walk His path, to fulfill His purpose. Are you ready to step into it? Let's talk about courage. It's not the absence of fear. It's the choice to move forward despite it. God is giving you that courage right now, chosen one. He's saying, this is for you only, because He knows you're ready to face whatever comes, to stand tall, to shine bright. The world may try to dim your light, but it can't. The enemy may try to steal your joy, but it won't. God is saying, this is for you only, because His power in you is greater than anything against you. 1 John 4:4 says, "The one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world." You've been waiting for a breakthrough, haven't you? A moment when everything changes, when the pieces fall into place, when God's plan becomes clear. This is that moment. He's saying, this is for you only, because your breakthrough is here, your miracle is now, your destiny is unfolding. Imagine a life where every step is guided, every need is met, every dream is possible. That's the life God is offering you. Not because you've earned it, but because He loves you. Not because you're perfect, but because He's perfect. This is for you only. A promise, a purpose, a future that's yours alone. You might be thinking, what do I do next? The answer is simple. Trust. Trust God's voice. Trust His timing. Trust His plan. He's saying, this is for you only, because He's already laid out the path. Your job is to walk it, to believe it, to live it. The story of Mary comes to mind. A young woman chosen for a purpose she couldn't fully understand. Yet she said, "Let it be to me according to your word." That's your call, chosen one. Say yes to God's word. Say yes to His promise. Say yes to the destiny that's for you only. This message is a turning point. It's God saying, stop what you're doing and listen. He's calling you to step out of the ordinary into the extraordinary, out of the mundane into the miraculous, out of the past into the future He's prepared. This is for you only. A divine invitation to become who you were always meant to be. You're not just a person, you're a promise. You're not just a life, you're a light. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's chosen you to shine, to rise, to make a difference. Don't hold back, don't shrink. Step into the fullness of His plan. Let's talk about hope. Hope isn't wishful thinking, it's the assurance that God's promises are true. Romans 15:13 says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him." This is for you only. A hope that fills, a peace that anchors, a joy that overflows. You've been through the valley, chosen one. You've walked through shadows, faced storms, carried burdens. But God is saying, this is for you only. Because the valley isn't your home. The shadows aren't your story. He's leading you to higher ground, to a place of victory, to a life of purpose. The world may try to define you by what you lack, but God defines you by what He's given. He's saying, this is for you only, because He's given you His love, His strength, His purpose. You're not lacking, you're overflowing with His grace. Think about the prodigal son. He wandered, he lost, he fell. But when he returned, his father didn't just welcome him, he celebrated him. You are that son, chosen one. God is celebrating you, calling you, saying, this is for you only. Come home to His promise. Come home to His purpose. This message is your reminder that you're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. God sees you, knows you, loves you. He's saying, this is for you only, because His plan for you is personal, specific, divine. Trust it, embrace it, live it. You're standing at the edge of something new. Chosen one, a new chapter, a new season, a new life. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's written your name on this moment. Step forward. The path is ready. The promise is sure. The victory is yours. Right now, chosen one, God is rearranging the pieces of your life. He's taking what seemed scattered, broken, or out of place and forming a picture so beautiful it will take your breath away. You've been wondering why things haven't lined up, why your efforts haven't matched your outcomes. But God is saying, this is for you only, because He's been working in the background, aligning every detail to fit His perfect plan for you. Think about a mosaic. Each piece on its own seems small, insignificant, even jagged. But when the artist places them together, they create something breathtaking. You are that mosaic chosen one. Every moment of your life, every joy, every pain, every question is a piece in God's masterpiece. He's saying, this is for you only. Because no one else can carry this design. You've been carrying questions in your heart, haven't you? Questions about why things happened, why doors closed, why dreams were delayed. But God is whispering a truth that changes everything. Those questions aren't roadblocks. They're signposts. They're pointing you to a deeper understanding, a clearer vision, a stronger faith. This message is for you only because God wants you to see the purpose behind every unanswered prayer. Let's talk about timing. You might feel like you're behind, like others have passed you by, but God's clock doesn't tick like the world's. His timing is divine, precise, perfect. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." This is for you only. A harvest that's coming, a season of reaping that's yours alone. You're not late, chosen one. You're not forgotten. God is saying, this is for you only, because your moment is now. The world may measure success by speed, but God measures it by purpose. Every step you've taken, every delay you've faced, has been preparing you for a breakthrough that's tailored to your calling. Picture a seed buried in the ground. It's hidden, silent, seemingly lifeless. But beneath the surface, it's growing, stretching, breaking through. You are that seed, chosen one. The time you've spent in the dark, in the waiting, in the struggle, it's been growth. God is saying, this is for you only, because your breakthrough is about to burst through the soil. Now let's talk about your voice. You've been quiet for too long, haven't you? Holding back, shrinking, letting others speak for you. But God is calling you to speak, to declare, to claim what's yours. Your voice is powerful, chosen one. It carries the weight of His authority, the strength of His promise. This is for you only. A call to rise and let your voice be heard. The story of Deborah comes to mind. A prophetess, a judge, a woman who spoke with courage when others hesitated. She didn't wait for permission. She didn't doubt her calling. She stood and declared God's truth. You are Deborah, chosen one. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's given you a voice that will shift atmospheres, break chains, and open doors. Right now, I need you to take a stand. Hit that like button to claim this truth. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are stepping into their divine authority, and in the comments, type 777. Let it be your declaration that your voice matters, that you're ready to speak God's truth. These actions are your way of saying, I'm here and I'm ready. You might feel like your story is small, like it doesn't matter, but God sees every chapter, every page, every word. He's saying, this is for you only, because your story is a testimony in the making. The struggles you've faced, the victories you've won, they're not just for you. They're for the people who will hear your story and find hope. Let's talk about vision. Not just what you see with your eyes, but what God is showing you in your spirit. You've had glimpses, haven't you? Moments when you saw something bigger, something greater, something that felt impossible. That's God's vision for you, chosen one. He's saying, this is for you only, because He's placed a dream in your heart that's meant to come to life. Habakkuk 2:3 says, the vision is yet for an appointed time. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. This is your promise, chosen one. The vision God has given you isn't a fantasy. It's a blueprint. It's not a wish. It's a destiny. Trust it, hold it, watch it unfold. You've been standing in the shadows, haven't you? Watching others shine, wondering when it's your turn. But God is saying, this is for you only. Because your time is now. The spotlight isn't something you chase. It's something God places on you. Step out of the shadows, chosen one. Your light is ready to shine. Think about the stars. They don't compete for attention. They don't dim each other's glow. They simply shine, each in its place, each with its purpose. You are that star, chosen one. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's placed you in the sky of His plan to shine in a way that's uniquely yours. You might be wondering, what if I stumble? What if I fall? Here's the truth. God doesn't expect you to be flawless. He expects you to be faithful. Every stumble is a lesson. Every fall is a chance to rise stronger. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." This is for you only, a promise that God isn't done with you yet. Let's talk about peace. Not the kind that depends on circumstances, but the kind that flows from God's presence. You've been searching for it, haven't you? In the middle of chaos, in the noise of life, you've longed for a stillness that anchors you. God is saying, this is for you only, because His peace is yours to claim. John 16:33 says, "In me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble. But take heart, I've overcome the world. This is your truth, chosen one. The world may bring trouble, but God brings peace. A peace that steadies you, strengthens you, carries you through. You've been fighting battles, haven't you? Some you've shared, some you've kept hidden. But God sees everyone. He knows every wound, every tear, every moment you thought you couldn't go on. And He's saying, this is for you only. Because He's fighting for you, healing you, making you whole. The story of Hannah comes to mind. She wept, she prayed, she poured out her heart to God. And in her brokenness, He heard her, He answered her. He gave her a son, Samuel, who changed the course of a nation. You are Hannah, chosen one. Your prayers, your cries, your faith, they're not in vain. God is answering. You might feel like you're in a waiting season, like nothing is moving, but God is saying, this is for you only, because the waiting is preparation. It's not wasted time. It's sacred time. Every moment you spend trusting, believing, hoping is a moment God is using to shape your destiny. Picture a riverbed, dry and cracked, waiting for rain. When the water comes, it doesn't just fill the cracks, it transforms the landscape. You are that riverbed, chosen one. God's provision is coming, His blessings are flowing, and they're about to transform everything. Let's talk about strength. Not the kind you build in a gym, but the kind that comes from God's Spirit. You've been stronger than you realize, haven't you? Carrying burdens, facing fears, standing tall when others would have fallen. God is saying, this is for you only, because He's the source of that strength, and He's giving you more. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you." This is your promise, chosen one. God's strength is yours. His help is yours. His presence is yours. Step into it with confidence. You've been wondering about your purpose, haven't you? Asking God, why am I here? What am I meant to do? This message is His answer. He's saying, this is for you only, because your purpose is unfolding. It's not something you find. It's something He reveals. The story of Jonah comes to mind. He ran from God's call, but God didn't let him go. He pursued him, redirected him, used him to save a city. You are Jonah, chosen one. God is pursuing you, redirecting you, using you for a purpose that's bigger than you can see. Right now, I need you to claim this. Hit that like button to say, I'm ready for my purpose. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are walking in God's plan. And in the comments, Type 777. Let it be your declaration that you're stepping into your calling. These actions are your way of saying, God, I'm listening. You might feel like your life is a puzzle with missing pieces, but God is saying, this is for you only, because He holds every piece. He's putting them together, revealing a picture that's more beautiful than you could have imagined. Trust Him to complete the work. Let's talk about joy, not the fleeting kind that comes from circumstances, but the deep, unshakable kind that comes from God. You've been chasing it, haven't you? In achievements, in relationships, in moments of relief, but God is saying, this is for you only, because His joy is yours to claim. Nehemiah 8:10 says, the joy of the Lord is your strength. This is your truth, chosen one. God's joy is not just a feeling, it's a force. It's the strength that carries you through trials, the light that shines in darkness, the power that makes you unstoppable. You've been carrying scars, haven't you? Marks from battles, wounds from losses, pain from betrayals. But God is saying, this is for you only, because He's turning those scars into stars. Every wound is becoming a testimony, every pain a purpose, every loss a lesson. The story of Job comes to mind. He lost everything, his wealth, his family, his health, yet he held fast to God. And in the end, God restored him, doubled his blessings, made his latter days greater than his former. You are Job, chosen one. Your restoration is coming. You might feel like you're in a storm right now, tossed by waves, unsure of the shore. But God is saying, this is for you only, because He's your anchor, your compass, your calm. He's guiding you through the storm to a place of peace. Picture a lighthouse, standing firm against crashing waves. Its light doesn't waver, doesn't fade, doesn't fear the storm. You are that lighthouse, chosen one. God is saying, this is for you only, because your light is meant to guide, to shine, to stand firm. Let's talk about freedom. You've been bound, haven't you? By expectations, by fear, by the past. But God is saying, this is for you only, because He's breaking those chains. He's setting you free to live, to love, to walk in His purpose. John 8:36 says, if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. This is your promise, chosen one. Freedom isn't just a dream, it's your reality. God is cutting away what holds you back, opening the door to a life of liberty and purpose. You've been wondering if you're enough, haven't you? If you have what it takes, if you're worthy of this calling. But God is saying, this is for you only. Because He chose you, not because of your perfection, but because of His. You are enough because He is enough. The story of Peter comes to mind. He denied Jesus, failed in his moment of testing. But Jesus didn't give up on him. He restored him, called him to lead, used him to build the church. You are Peter, chosen one. God is restoring you, calling you, using you for greatness. You might feel like you're walking through a desert, thirsty for hope, longing for change. But God is saying, this is for you only, because He's leading you to an oasis, a place of refreshment, of provision, of new beginnings. Picture a garden, blooming in the middle of a wasteland. That's your life, chosen one. God is planting seeds of hope, watering them with His promises, bringing beauty where there was barrenness. He's saying, this is for you only, because this garden is yours. Let's talk about trust. It's not always easy, is it? Trusting when you can't see the way, when the path feels uncertain. But God is saying, this is for you only, because He's asking you to trust Him, to lean on Him, to know that He's faithful. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. This is your promise, chosen one. God is making your path straight, leading you to your destiny. You've been carrying dreams, haven't you? Dreams you've tucked away, maybe even forgotten. But God is saying, this is for you only. Because those dreams aren't dead, they're dormant. He's breathing life into them, calling them forth, making them reality. The story of Lazarus comes to mind. Dead for 4 days, all hope gone. But Jesus called him out of the tomb, and he lived again. You are Lazarus, chosen one. God is calling your dreams out of the grave, saying, this is for you only, because he's bringing them to life. You might feel like you're surrounded by opposition, like the world is against you, but God is saying, this is for you only, because he's your defender, your shield, your victory. No enemy, no obstacle, no force can stand against his plan for you. Psalm 18:2 says, the Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. This is your truth, chosen one. God is your rock, standing firm when everything else shakes. He's your fortress, protecting you from every attack. He's your deliverer, leading you to victory. You've been wondering about your future, haven't you? What's next? Where you're going? What God has planned? This message is his answer. He's saying, this is for you only, because your future is bright, your path is clear, your destiny is secure. Picture a sunrise, breaking through the darkness, painting the sky with hope. That's your future, chosen one. God is saying, this is for you only, because he's bringing light to your path, hope to your heart, and victory to your story. Let's talk about love. Not the world's love, fleeting and conditional, but God's love, eternal, unshakable, all-consuming. You've been searching for it, haven't you? In relationships, in achievements, in moments of validation. But God is saying, this is for you only, because his love is yours, now and forever. 1 John 4:16 says, God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. This is your truth, chosen one. God's love is your home, your strength, your foundation. It's the force that carries you, the promise that sustains you, the truth that defines you. You've been carrying pain, haven't you? Pain from rejection, from loss, from betrayal. But God is saying, this is for you only, because he's healing that pain. He's turning your wounds into wisdom, your hurts into hope, your scars into strength. The story of Hagar comes to mind, alone in the desert, abandoned, hopeless. But God saw her. He called her by name, provided for her, gave her a promise. You are Hagar, chosen one. God sees you, calls you, provides for you. This is for you only, a promise of his care. You might feel like you're in a season of silence, like God's voice is distant, but he's saying, this is for you only, because he's speaking in the quiet. Listen closely. His whispers are guiding you. His presence is sustaining you. His plan is unfolding. Picture a still lake reflecting the sky perfectly. That's your heart, chosen one. God is saying, this is for you only, because he's calming the waters of your soul, bringing clarity to your mind, and reflecting his glory in your life. Let's talk about power. Not the kind the world chases, but the kind that comes from God's Spirit. You've felt it, haven't you? That surge of strength when you thought you had none left. That's God's power in you, chosen one. He's saying, this is for you only, because he's filling you with his strength. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, for the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. This is your promise, chosen one. God's power is yours, making you bold, loving, and disciplined for the journey ahead. You've been wondering if you're on the right path, haven't you? If you're making the right choices, if you're where you're meant to be. God is saying, this is for you only, Because He's guiding your steps. Every choice, every turn, every moment is part of His plan. The story of Samuel comes to mind. A young boy hearing God's voice in the night. He didn't understand at first, but he listened, he obeyed, he became a prophet. You are Samuel, chosen one. God is calling you, speaking to you, leading you to greatness. Right now, I need you to claim this. Hit that like button to say, I hear you, God. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are walking in His guidance. And in the comments, type 777. Let it be your declaration that you're listening to His voice. These actions are your way of saying, I'm ready to follow. You might feel like your life is a canvas, painted with colors of joy and pain. But God is saying, this is for you only. Because He's the artist. He's taking every stroke, every shade, every moment, and creating a masterpiece that tells His story through you. Let's talk about rest. You've been running, haven't you? Chasing goals, carrying burdens, fighting battles. But God is saying, this is for you only, because He's calling you to rest in Him. Not to stop moving, but to move in His strength, His peace, His timing.